on the chubby too.
Hey, Brandon here with Flycraft, and we are on the South Fork of the Snake here in beautiful Swan Valley, Idaho. Definitely one of my favorite rivers. One of the great things about this river is, I mean, really it's one of the biggest rivers you could ever float and fish, but at times you don't know it. As you can see, we're in a small little side channel right here. There's side channels all around us. No other boats in this side channel. It's kind of tight in the beginning, which keeps some of the drift boats out, which is fun. We really just started our float and we're throwing dry droppers right now until our feelings get hurt, and then we might throw some bobbers, but we're hoping the dry dropper will work. We saw a couple fish rising for PMDs over there and then they stopped. We're really hoping to see them do that again. If so, we'll run over. We have a techier dry fly rig. Right now I'm just throwing like a chubby with a patch rubber leg. I have kind of a better rig up here, but Chris tangled his dry dropper rig, big surprise. So I'm fishing from the rower seat real quick while he fixes his mess. So, granted, we've only been fishing about half an hour. So far, things have been a little slow. Oh! But in the last like few minutes, Chris, that was number 3 miss. One thing we think we're starting to figure out, who knows, is that the fish hanging out in the shadows, that's why we're on the left side of the river here, not the right, seem to be interested to eat big dumb stuff. There's a lot of PMDs out, but they don't really care to eat ours. But we're throwing a double dry rig, and we have a chubby Chernobyl in the front, probably like a size 12, and that's what all 3 fish have eaten, even though when we see them rise on their own for real bugs, they're eating PMDs. So yeah, we're gonna stick on the left for a while here in the shade, give Chris some shallow water and watch him miss some more fish. So one thing I love about the South Fork is it's one of the most powerful rivers you can fish. And you're just flying down this river, which you'll notice I'm rowing the Cataract Streamlight oars, which are actually my favorite oar to row, the Stealth X and the guide boat. The guide boat's the boat that we're in right now. One thing I really like about these oars, I'm rowing in a river that's flowing at 16,000 CFS right now, and these oars are barely flexing, which means I'm not losing power with the flex of the oar while I'm rowing, which is important on this river. You know, you want the oars to perform and push the boat the way you want. The other thing is these oars have really big blades on them, so they scoop the water really well. And then the thumb indents, just make sure when your thumb is in there, you always know how your blade is oriented. So, you know, some people might sometimes use those oar rights. A lot of people, including myself, don't really like oar rights because they're limiting, but I understand they have a place because sometimes it's tough to know where your oar is, but these thumb indents really help out with that. So yeah, cataract streamlights, definitely my favorite. And yeah, that's what I recommend pairing with this boat. So day 2 here, floating the Snake in Idaho. The other day, dry fly fishing was really good. We were kind of expecting the same for today, and most of the day it wasn't, which was all right. You know, we resorted to some nymphing, which was just fine because it worked really well. And streamer fishing was really well. We caught rainbows, cutties, browns. But this last hour, no surprise really, the dry fly fishing picked up. There's little size 18, maybe even 20 caddis on the water. And yeah, it's been pretty exciting. So we have maybe 2 miles left of our float. We're just gonna kind of burn this water because we don't want to take off in the dark. We've been fishing a long time here, and we're just gonna throw some dries the rest of the way.